What instantly makes you suspicious of someone? When nothing is their fault. They blame faulty equipment, other people, literally anything but taking responsibility for themselves. When they offer to buy my car without seeing it while they are deployed overseas and wish to use PayPal. I'm one of the realest people you'll ever meet. 1 shirt button open, you're okay. 2 shirt buttons might be feeling confident. 3+ shirt buttons, anything you say I won't believe. I haven't really played this game before. Starts with addition. When they shorten your name or automatically give you a nickname after knowing you for 2 seconds. When someone overshares every detail of their perfect relationship on social media. 9 out of 10 times that shit's a dumpster fire. When people talk about others disparagingly. When I was younger I had some friends that always gossiped about how terrible this one friend was. Went along with it, but later, when I heard those same friends bad-mouthing me, I realized the correlation. Oh, I don't like drama. I'm the most drama-free person you'll ever meet. Run. When they start using Facebook to subtly hint at how great their life has been since they discovered this amazing business opportunity. When they get weirdly defensive about things that are seemingly random. There's usually something to it. If they talk about how things always seem to go wrong for them. Things like forgetting to pay a bill, getting towed, or getting fired. Typically these folks will blame their misfortune on dumb luck or other things. Normally it means they're kinda just sketchy or really not responsible. I find it suspicious when people overshare really dark things about themselves just after meeting them. It's either a sympathy ploy and they want to be plied with cloying sentiments, or it's a way to disarm someone and create a false sense of closeness for some other sort of ulterior motive. I've found that most, if not all, of the people who've ever shared really dark secrets about themselves when we just met have turned out to be whack jobs. If you have to constantly say trust me or believe me, I neither trust nor do I believe you. The one-uppers. The ones that always have a story like yours but much better, or worse, and usually seems borderline impossible/implausible. Office gossip. I don't mean hey, did you hear about Janet's new haircut? There is a woman at my work who will gossip all day if you let her about other people. How they are late, what they are doing, and blah blah blah. She will instant message me too about it. It's gotten so bad that I just ignore the messages, even though she sits right next to me. If they are willing to gossip that much, they are willing to talk about you. Girl, all my friends are guys, can't be dealing with all that girl drama. All my exes are psycho. Unexpected gifts, such as, for example, a large wooden rabbit. They start sentences with my name, or say my name a lot. It feels like a marketer/salesman talking to me. When someone tries to be funny at the expense of others, especially when they are not super close, and there might be a hint of truth what he thinks. It seems very specific, but it stands out, and once I notice this behavior I don't trust them at all. When they flatten themselves against a wall, while shifting their eyes left and right. Bonus points for humming their own spy theme. You can't trust anyone who subscribes to pickup artist playbooks. I've seen this kind of thinking take over one of my friends before. He turned from being a regular quirky guy to being a pathological liar. You start viewing sex as a reward that can be won with tricks. Pretty soon you stop seeing women as people. Then you stop seeing anything wrong with lying to anyone for any reason. The whole crowd he hangs out with now creeps me out. All very charming, but it's impossible to trust any of them. Wow, that was a great story. It's crazy. I did the exact same thing, except I had a broken arm, no credit card, and I hadn't slept in 48 hours. If they always talk about some sort of traumatic experience. I have this one coworker who, at the age of 23, has had 3 miscarriages, her fiance died overseas, has been raped several times, has been robbed/beaten multiple times, and had her credit card number stolen 3 times in 2 months. While it's a slim possibility, I highly doubt anything she says. When someone resorts to playing the religion card when trying to sell you something. Also, many liars tend to over-explain things. If you're patient, you'll eventually catch a glaring contradiction. Someone telling me their IQ. I don't need IQ. to tell me someone's intelligent. IQ is what people use to try to instantly bridge the relationship gap between you don't have the experience with me to trust my thoughts on this matter and what they want the relationship to be. I'm a genius and a thought leader and my input is insightful. Or some variation. I'd rather people prove their intelligence through their actions and statements than cling to some 3-digit number like it's a holy relic. Case in point, had someone once tell me he had an IQ of 190 once, then told me within 30 minutes that global warming was a conspiracy to keep people controlled and starving, because people are easier to control when hungry, dying, and half crazed due to said previous items. Telling me that greenhouse gases were actually good for the world, because have you ever been in a greenhouse? Plenty. Sure, he might have an IQ of 190, but he's proven he doesn't know the limits of his knowledge. When they turn to their friend and say something in another language and they both laugh. When you ask what's so funny they say, oh, it was just something funny that happened earlier. Anyone who feels the need to cause pain during a handshake is an insecure ass who should not be trusted. Other things that scream insecurity are trying to loom over people shorter than themselves, or constantly repeat someone else's name. Find your chill and your self-esteem. When they correct you on everything, statements start with no, usually turn out to be too dominating, and can be pretty annoying pretty soon. I've realized I'm one of those people, unfortunately, actively trying to change. Any tips appreciate. I was trying to make small talk with a quiet coworker and asking her what kind of music she likes. She doesn't like music. I'm keeping an eye on that one. If they claim to have an easy solution for a complex problem, or say they know the absolute truth, listen to those who seek truth. Fear those who say they have the truth. If you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. Marilyn Monroe. Never trust a woman who quotes Marilyn Monroe. Wearing any article of clothing that says princess on it. A. You're not. B. The fact that you view yourself as one means everyone else just thinks you're a bit. Oversharing too soon into knowing me. It makes me think they are manipulating me into thinking we have a rapport, or that they're really socially awkward and probably exhausting to be friends with. For online dating, focusing on negative stuff, people they don't want, things they don't like in other profiles, how hard it is, any of that is a huge turn off. I want to be with someone who focuses on the positive, not on something as trivial and someone they don't like sending them an email. It's often a sign that they are really negative or stuck up viral as well. Speaking of viral, if you only contact me to complain, that's a problem. I like a good kvetch as much as anyone else, but it can't be 100% of our conversations. I once went to a wine tasting event with a woman who hated every wine we tried, 6 of them, and it's like, really? Why are you here if you don't like trying new wine? People who overshare or use other tactics to build false intimacy, saying you can trust them, using your name a lot, lots of physical contact. A. People who have a lot strong of crazy exes and former friends. We all get one crazy ex, that's normal. But if you smell shit everywhere, it's probably on your shoe. Now I feel bad because I'm being negative. This is kind of specific, but as someone who used to work at a pharmacy, anytime someone was buying Sudafed and they would say I've never done this before, I don't know how this works, it's usually a dead giveaway that they've done this countless times before and they know exactly how it works. There's zero need to explain yourself if you're simply getting the Sudafed because you have a cold, and if you're really that unfamiliar with the process, you probably either don't know why or you give little thought to why it's in effect in the first place. Not to mention that 9 times out of 10 this is accompanied by a lot of nervous tics and scratching. If they talk too much, it's like the 24-hour news cycle. Eventually, they are going to run out of actual things to talk about and start filling the void with anything they can think of. Office gossip, news headlines, half-read online articles they completely missed the point of, but they think supports whatever theory they have about the subject matter. It's all going to get dumped on you, just so they don't have to hear the silence. If you average out their word count, then the amount of truth will be vanishingly small under a Mount Doom of bullshit. Being too nice. I have this friend that is extremely nice, never an angry or sad moment. She will offer to help with everything, even cleaning your dog's shit. She has done this But every single time she is smiling, and it feels forced, you can see it. It just makes me uncomfortable, because it's obvious she is hiding some stuff, but she won't change. Not even her boyfriend has seen her act differently. It's weird.